Welcome everyone to Late Night with HPT, where I welcome my next guest, and I consider him a bit of an idol really. If you've been following my videos, I have been trying to put my penis up this guy's ass. His name is Rocktilleri. If you'd like to introduce yourself, sir. Rocktilleri.
What is up, guys?
It's Rocktilleri, isn't it? I've realised it's...
Rocktilleri. My mom calls me Rocktilleri, but that's fine. You can just refer to me as Rock.
Fair enough. All right,
Sometimes...
Rock. Well, I introduced you. I was quite rude and cut off your intro then. So, sir, if you'd like to begin again.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. What is up, guys? Rocktilleri here, just hanging out with Honest Pokemon Trainer. I've loved your content since you started, and it's been really cool watching you grow. I like your brand, and I feel honored that you would want to talk to me. So that's a lot of fun.
Well, the reason I want to talk to you is because you were one of the first people who gave me information. You were one of the first people who gave me advice. I remember before I had even 100 subs, you were saying, dude, look, it's tough, it's hard, you got to work your balls off, and just keep plugging at it. I was cursing you that day, going, what's that prick know? But, you were right. It's true, you have to work hard, and, I respect the help you gave me that day, because you were bigger than me. I had like about probably 15 subs or something. And, I've been following you ever since, and it's been, an honour, really. And I'm glad you were one of the first people I wanted on the show, and I'm glad you said yes to it.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. I feel honored right back at you.
Aww.
Like I said, I started doing this, I think this is going to be like my second year or going into my third year doing it. I still consider myself new at it. I started doing it because I just wanted people to talk video games with. And somehow I spouted out a YouTube channel, a Twitch channel, and it all kind of grew from there. But I remember in the very beginning, there was a few people that told me, the really good tips, like, getting your first 100 subs is the hardest. After that, it's downhill. Try and make content as often as you can. If you can upload every day with good videos and stuff, that's good. Try and upload at least once a week so you can break the algorithm and show up in, YouTube searches. And it's information I want to pass out to other people. Like, I want to see other people succeed. I want to see the community grow and stuff. So that's why I'm always active in finding people starting out and just love giving advice to them. I mean, for example, look at you. Like, I'm so glad to see that your channel and your stuff has taken off. It's been a fun ride. It's like one day I checked and you had broken like 100 subs, and then it was like all of a sudden you broke 500, and then all of a sudden you broke 1,000, and it felt like it was just a couple weeks span, and it was really cool to see. Yeah. It was really cool to see your content grow and stuff too.
I just bribed everyone. That was it, really. I just put it out in the community. It was like $10 for a sub, or I'll show you a nudie photo. That's how I did it, and everyone's flocked to that. Flocked with my cartoon.
Do what you gotta do.
You got to do.
That's what it's all about. Do what you got to do.
Now, people might not know that we're actually recording this. This is actually being recorded on the 1st of November. Well, 1st of November for Rock, 2nd of November for me due to the time frame.
Oh.
Now, this is the magic day, which Rock told me just before we came on air. That is this Pokemon Sword and Shield leak day.
Yeah, hopped on Discord, was waiting for Honest Pokemon Trainer to ring me up. So I was just looking through some other Discords, doing some text chats, and people were just posting all kinds of screenshots. And at first, you're skeptical. I think they started with the Grookey and the Sobble Evos. And then I saw like a Meowth form. And then I saw like a Fox Pokemon. And then I saw its evolution. I'm like, okay, so there's like 5 or 6 things. And then somebody sent me a screenshot of in-game, and I'm like,
this is real.
All bets are off. Like, it's real now. So it was kind of insane to sort of watch that unfold. And then it's like, oh, gotta ring up Honest Pokemon Trainer. Like, my heart's beating. I'm like, let's talk about these leaks. Let's talk about it right now.
I know, and that's the thing. when this goes out, or when anyone is now watching this, you'll have the game in your hand. But at this point in time, I don't know what's going on. I still haven't even seen it. I'm in a kind of two ways. Do I watch the leaks? But I think there's no way I'm going to be able to avoid the leaks, because there's a thing called Twitter, there's a thing called Facebook, there's a thing called YouTube. And I probably imagine at this moment, Versi Baby, or Vasilify, I call him Versi Baby, is probably making about 20 videos, and they'll no doubt appear on my screen. with the leaks. So I don't think there's any point in me running away from it. So I'll probably have a look. And as long as Sobble looks cool, I'm happy because I'm going Sobble. Does he look cool?
I have some news for you.
Oh no.
I am also Team Sobble.
Oh, fantastic.
I'm not impressed by the Evo that I saw.
Oh no, really?
So I'm hoping some of it's fake.
Well, I don't think it's gonna be. Oh, don't be shit. I've been looking forward to this thing for ages. Like, please be cool,
Yeah.
please be cool.
Yeah, for once I was like, wow, Grookey looks good.
Really? Oh, I'm definitely looking at these leaks. Now, have you seen Nidoking? Have you seen the following Pokemon? Nidoking, Totodile, or Weedle? Have you seen them?
I have not.
Ooh.
I have not. But I also put my phone down, so there could be some crazy stuff going on.
Yeah, to be fair,
I'm just unaware of
it.
it.
My phone's away from me now. I haven't looked anywhere near it, so I'm wondering what's going to happen very shortly. No, that's my day ruined. I was meant to be having a day with hiccups, but that's not happening anymore. She can, you know, the Queen can look after her today. I'm playing Pokemon.
Yeah, right.
Well, going back to you do YouTube and you do Twitch. Now, I'm not very big on Twitch. I haven't unfortunately got the time to do it. But you are a big Twitch user. You love that thing, don't you?
Oh my God, I do. It's at first I started off wanting to do YouTube. I figured I could make videos at my leisure, edit them when I want, and my favorite thing was scheduling uploads. Make 6 videos, schedule 1 to upload a week. And it's cool. You don't have to compete for viewership, but when you live stream, you really get it sounds kind of lame, but like that live presence. Like,
yeah.
You get people's real reactions. You get to converse with people that are watching. It's a lot of fun. You don't know what's going to happen, and especially when you play a game like Pokemon, when so much of it's RNG and kind of gambling, so to speak.
Oh.
It's really exciting live.
Oh, do you know
And
what? I love
Twitch is a little bit easier to be more successful on than YouTube, in my opinion. But that could be debated many different ways. But yeah, Twitch, I really like it for the live aspect.
See, that's one thing, yeah. I think if I did live aspect, I'd probably be banned within about a day because, you know, I love Pokemon, I love battling, and I can't wait till, you know, Sword and Shield's out, well, it will be out now, to start doing actually battling and probably raging against people because I just, you know, I know RNG's a thing, but I just get so angry with it. I'm just like, you fucking prick, fuck you, dick, how did you know that? I literally,
Yeah,
I just rage.
Yeah, I don't think Honest Pokemon Trainer, I don't think Twitch is ready for you yet. Not yet. They can't handle you.
There'll be a block every 5 minutes. I can just see it now. But, you know, I think live stream might be something we can look at to the future. But I noticed that you've also been doing Luigi's Mansion 3. I saw a bit of that yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I try and get every big Nintendo release that comes out. This year, I feel like they had too many of them crammed in at the end of the year, but it was good. So, like, I wanted to get Animal Crossing. That got delayed, kind of some weight off my shoulders, but I definitely wanted to get Link's Awakening and Luigi's Mansion before Sword and Shield. So, yeah, I try and get every big Nintendo release. I got Mario Maker 2, just because I've sort of fallen in this groove of only playing my Switch, but also loving my Switch. So I used to just buy, like, have one of each game console that was out. I own an Xbox One and I don't even touch it. I've just fallen in such a groove of Nintendo games because they've been knocking it out of the park with Switch stuff that I've made it a point of, even if it's a game that I'm not entirely 100% on, I still make sure to get it because they've been so good this year.
Oh, to be fair, Nintendo have been smashing, you know, Jesus Christ, some of the games this year have been absolutely class. And, you know, I think, you know, having Zelda on from starting, and then Smash Brothers came out, and it's just been one hell of a roller coaster.
Yep.
My poor PlayStation, Jesus Christ, I think that thing's withered and died. I feel sorry for it. I really do.
Yep. I mean, yeah, Nintendo has the Wii. Okay, I've been a Nintendo fan for years, and like, I really wanted the Wii U to be good. I bought it. They didn't have games for it, and people were starting to think Nintendo was going down. And it's funny because it's like they snapped their fingers with the Switch, and they're like almost back up towards the top again. It's been really cool to see, because the way Nintendo is now, that's how I remembered them being. Like, it wasn't always the best graphics or whatever. They weren't competing with that, but they always had, in my opinion, the best games. That's how the GameCube era was. That's how the N64 era was. At least in my opinion.
The N64. it's a, you playing at the time, it was a great console, but if you look back at the N64 now, literally I just vomit how ugly and horrible the graphics are. Like, I was speaking to Nido about like Pokemon Stadium, and oh god, it looks so upsetting. Like, playing GoldenEye, oh god, that just hurts my mind. I love GoldenEye. I grew up with it. Well, officially I grew up with the Super Nintendo, but playing GoldenEye and shooting Natalia in the boobs because I was immature back then. But it just looks so dreadful now. It's disgusting how bad it looks.
Oh yeah, and let me tell you something about GoldenEye. That fucks me up with just one analog stick. Like, it is so hard after playing, like, having the X-axis and the Y-axis on 2 analog sticks and then going back to GoldenEye where it's all on one. It's terrible.
See, I use the C buttons. I use the.
Oh, okay.
So I use the C buttons to move, and it was actual little tip. If you use the C buttons, you move faster.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, well, that's as far as I saw. You could fly around the map if you went like sideways. Not as if, in a real battle, anyone's going to just suddenly be walking sideways shooting a gun. But that's how I found it was a thing. But I think Pokemon was so primitive back on the N64 because you had Stadium 1, Stadium 2, and Pokemon Snap, which I saw you did the other week, which I thought was brilliant.
Yeah, I really wish they would remaster that and or do a sequel, but it seems like it's stuck in limbo for whatever stupid reason. I guess they don't like printing money is what it is.
Pokemon Snap, you think realistically that is a game which could easily fit on the Switch.
Yeah, but they don't. And they also don't. One thing that blows my mind, and I'm hoping that this gets fixed now because I saw Nintendo talking about porting 3DS games to the Switch. They remade Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. They got it locked in at a solid 30 frames per second, and they used some really nice textures on that. Like, Ocarina of Time, when you upscale it in Citra, looks so good. Yep, they're stuck on the 3DS on a 240p screen. Like, there's so many games that I think it's time that they port over to the Switch because you know what I'm saying? Like, Pokemon Snap's one of them. A lot of the 3DS games, I feel like they need a second life on Switch too.
I think they will. I think it's a matter of time. It's a business. Since the end of the day, I said if they released it all at once, we'd probably all cream ourselves, and that'd be the end of it. So I think they want us to maintain this little direction we have and keep it going. Because that's the thing that you saw with the Super Nintendo. I think they'll just slowly drips and drabs rather than just go kablammy, here we go. And you know what? You going back to Sword and Shield. I know we said this is release day or leak day. I feel so sorry for Nintendo or for Game Freak because they've managed to keep this so under wraps for so long, and no one's found out a thing. And now, less than 2 weeks before it's out, it's gone.
Yeah, and it's like I have a weird relationship with leaks, and I can kind of go into detail about that because that's kind of how I started my channel. Was I wanted to discuss leaks and bring my side of like my opinions and stuff to the table, which I thought a lot of people weren't doing that. I feel like a lot of leak videos were just like, oh, it's real or it's fake, or they just read a 4chan post. I used to like discussing leaks and talking about them, and over time I've kind of realized leaks they're actually terrible for business. They cause false expectations, like when fake leaks, and I say fake leaks, they're technically just rumors, but when people make up like all these rumors and all this like dreck and stuff and put it online and say it's real, people start expecting that, and then when they get the final product and see what it is and that's not there, all their hopes are like let go and stuff. Like, just a good example is like you go to forums and stuff and, oh, my uncle works for Nintendo and there's 250 new Pokemon.
Yeah,
you're like, wow.
I have a friend in Nintendo.
Yeah, right. And it's all bullshit. But like, you get excited. You're like, oh wow, I hear there's 200 new Pokemon, and it's like you might be skeptical, but then you start wrapping your mind around it. You're like, that's cool. And then it's like, you hear that there's maybe 50 new ones, and you're like, oh wow, that's a small number. But it's like you kind of forget how much hard work was put into it.
Yeah.
And I know for a fact that they've worked very hard on Sword and Shield. I can see it.
Yeah, of course.
And
I can see it as well.
I can tell. Yeah, and I can tell by the way that they talked about it when they showed it off at E3 and stuff that they were very excited, and I could tell that they actually felt bad about cutting out the Pokédex. and stuff like that, and I feel like people overlook that and like just kind of were crapping on it, so to speak. I think I'm getting a little bit off subject now, but I was talking about leaks. But
no, I know. I think
I
think you know that leads into separate points, but I think you're completely right. You know, people crapped on it. They said, "Oh, you can't have every single Pokemon." I think, Jesus Christ! I'll hold your phone. Stop, mate. Well, don't buy it then. Don't buy it. If you don't want it, don't buy it.
Yeah. Suddenly you have standards. And like I said, I feel like a lot of that. I feel like a lot of that has come from like all the leaks and the rumors behind the community. Like that's such a huge part of Pokemon, and I feel like it's kind of damaged people's expectations on the games, and it's kind of sad to see, because I know that these games are going to be great, and I know that they've been worked on, and all the sacrifices were not made in vain and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I think they're going to be great. Like, yeah, I'm with you. Rumors and leaks, they're damaging because, yeah, as you said, they build up everyone's expectations, and then when the actual news comes out, they go, oh, that's shit, that's crap. But, you know, you've got some YouTubers, I don't care, I'll name him Facilify, I always name Bitversey Baby, but he's the king of Rumorville, and it's frustrating because, you know, I don't mind if someone actually says, here's an actual confirmed thing, we've seen it, everyone's released it, but to bring out rumours and just miss it, basically it's not fair. You know, I suppose people can make money off that, that's business at the end of the day, but it just pisses me off, and, you know, I'll never put out something I think is a rumour. I'll say, this is fact or this is not, because otherwise it's clickbaiting basically at the end of the day. That's what all a rumour is, it's a clickbait.
It is, and that's kind of why I got away from doing YouTube videos on it. And I remember, I don't remember what the breaking point was, but I just said, fuck it, I'm not, because you think about it, you're in high school and like a new kid comes to the school and it's like, oh, I hear that they stole a car, or oh, I hear that they were in jail. Those are rumors. That's essentially what you're doing when you talk about rumors. You're like spreading lies and stuff and talking about Poketubers and stuff like that. I don't mind if you discuss leaks and rumors. What really grinds my gears and rustles my jimmies is when every video that you post is just reading a 4chan leak or rumor and you don't add anything to it, and you're milking like 5-6 videos a day. Like, how much substance does your content actually have if all you're doing is essentially reading comments from other people online?
Yeah, you just need to do what I do and just copy other people's ideas, do that, and then just make it variation, and you're sorting. Just add some swearing in. That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah.
But it's a difficult one because, you know, people want to do well, and I get that, and I just hope that, and from the sounds of it, and the looks of it, it has not damaged the reputation of Pokemon. Because I want this game to really succeed, and I get really annoyed when I see people shitting on the game and it's not even come out. It's like, give the game a chance. You know, once the game's come out, shit all over it. Like, look at the wrestling, the new wrestling game that's been glitched to high heaven. Shit on it then. It's terrible. It needs replacing. It needs so many patches. But you've got to give a game a chance. It's like with any film. You know. I'm trying to think of a film.
You can't judge it by the preview.
Yeah, like Aladdin. Prime example, Aladdin. You know, everyone was like, oh my god, this is going to be a crap film because Will Smith looks crap as a genie. Why don't we just wait, watch it, then make a judgment call?
Good comparison for that is look at Star Wars. A lot of the puppets looked like shit. Great movies. Excellent movies.
The 7, 8, 9 are, oh god.
Don't get me started. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I'm very disappointed by the newer films. That's a whole different topic of discussion.
I know we might go off topic here, but Rogue One's awesome. But
Rogue One was good.
Yeah, I think we'll be struggling. Going back to Pokemon, I noticed, and I thought you were very lucky in a sense of, I'm not a shiny hunter. I don't claim to be, but I've been playing this since I was 11. I'm now 33, so I'm very old. But I'm 33, I'm 32. See, I'm so old I forgot my own age. And I caught, my first shiny in Let's Go Pikachu was a Geodude, and I was like, whoopee, wow. But you caught an Alolan Geodude.
Yeah, that was still one of my favorite Pokemon, and thank God it has a favorable nature so I can use it for competitive. I was literally trade chaining, so I don't know who of you have not played Let's Go yet, but there's people that hang out in Pokemon centers that trade you the Alolan forms.
Yeah.
And what happened was I had drafted an Alolan Geodude for one of my teams, and I needed one with a plus attack minus special attack, like an Adamant Nature or something like that. So I just got 6 regular Geodudes in line, and I just kept trading them until I got the right nature. And luckily, I got a shiny one with the right nature, and it was literally one of the craziest things I ever witnessed, because no chaining or anything affects those odds. That's literally full odds. Like, I don't think the shiny charm affects that either, so it was kind of nuts.
You've done lucky, and I've seen him in battle. I saw him in battle the other day beating a Charizard, so I was like, fair play. And the funny thing is, for those who, haven't hacked my messages, me and Rock has decided to challenge me when Sword and Shield comes out. And I think that's a stupid move, because I'm going to kick his ass.
Oh, absolutely. I don't disagree with that.
So I feel free when we can start doing some double battles. I don't do singles. Singles is
definitely
gameplay. Doubles is the way forward. I've been grounded in VGC.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I'm looking forward to that a lot.
So yeah, I just wanted to see, now the leaks are out, and I need to try and build a new team and work out, what am I going to use, what's in, what's out, and I can play with it. And we'll go from there. But for you, sir, what would be, I suppose, what's the future? I know Sword and Shield is in we are now talking in the past and future, but Sword and Shield's out. But for you and your channel, what's the future? And Twitch as well?
Not sure yet. I know I like streaming video games, so I know I'll always have a presence on Twitch. For anybody that doesn't know, I am actually a musician. I've been a musician first for many, many years. Well, technically video games first, but for my personal life, I've always put music first, and that's been on the back burner for the last 7 or 8 years. I like to move forward and actually release some more, like an album or something at some point. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I mean, I will always be streaming Pokemon games, especially now that it's so much easier to get the picture to output through HDMI and use an actual capture card instead of all the weird, jump throughs for the 3DS trying to stream off that. That was a goddamn nightmare. So yeah, like I feel like it was sort of like a natural evolution. Like Pokemon games, going to the big screen is probably the right time for me to hop in and start, streaming it and making content. I plan on doing, I don't know if it'll be like a walkthrough, but different guides on Sword and Shield to kind of help assist people find certain things. I was hoping to do that for Let's Go, but those games were so dry and short that I didn't get much of a chance. I think my best example off that was I did a video showing like the Moonstone locations because I knew a lot of people were having a hard time finding them. But yeah, probably just work on music, work on some tutorial videos, stuff of that nature. How about you? What are your plans?
Drinking. Solid drinking. Literally drink. That's my plan. That is literally the only thing I'm going to be doing. No,
good. Stay hydrated.
Yes, you got to stay hydrated with alcohol. No, I think for me, I just carry on doing what I'm doing. I plan to keep doing these and meeting lovely people like yourself once every 3 weeks.
Thanks, buddy.
Releasing if I've got time, a challenge video, and when Sword and Shield comes out, I'll be able to hopefully have a lot more of that as well. But we'll just see what happens, and hopefully, me and you will have a video on here, me kicking your ass as well. I'm not cocky.
Oh, for sure.
I am cocky.
I look forward to it.
But sir, I want to thank you. I want to now kick you out of my house. But thank you very much for being here, and for anyone who is listening, make sure you follow Rock. I'll have his links of Twitch, YouTube, and Twitter all on description. So please, everyone, get onto him. Obviously you've heard him. He's a fantastic fella, and I want him to do even better than me. So everyone, get onto him. And Rock, thank you very much, but get the fuck out of my house.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, fuck.